Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, we're live. Well, that was quick.
Live.
That woke me up, that did. I was like,
Okay.
whoa, that was quick. How are you guys? Hello, welcome to the live. Good to see you all. It is Tuesday. It's beginning of, well, I say, well, it is the beginning of the week if you're in the UK because we had a bank holiday yesterday.
We did have bank holiday yesterday, and I was glad of it.
Yes, although we didn't do much. We were just resting
No.
and chilling yesterday.
Well, you say we didn't do much, but we
Well, you didn't, but I did.
Hold on a second. We went out on Saturday.
I went yesterday.
And we went out on Sunday. And yesterday I just relaxed. Well, you say that, but I was baking.
Anyway, guys, how you been? Jensen, good to see you. How are you? Tommy, hello.
Hi, Jensen. Hi, Tommy. Hope you're both
Tommy,
well.
are you still in Saint-Tropez? How are things going?
Or are you coming back to Wales?
Yeah, no, I know you're coming back to Wales at some point, aren't you? So I'm not sure if that is this week or the week after. Sam, hello.
Hey, Sam. Hope you're well.
How you been, Sam? You okay? You good? Have you now finally recovered from Zachary's party? I make it sound like it's this big soiree bit. Well, it was actually. For, I know Zachary really enjoyed it. Sheila, hello.
Hey, Sheila.
Oh gosh, what's wrong with your tea?
No, I thought there was something in it.
No, there's nothing in your tea apart from milk and tea. How are you, Sheila? Sheila, you've changed your logo.
You have.
You
say that, but a fly landed in it the last time.
Well, if you leave it for ages, that's what's going to happen. You normally have a capital A at the end of your name. But good to see you.
Yes, good to see you.
Tommy said, I'm very well, thank you. Was meant to go back to Wales, but instead my parents have flown out to Nice. And we're having a few days here together. Oh, nice.
How nice to be in Nice.
Rather you go to them, they come to you.
I think that is the better bargain, though.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Wales. I do like Wales, but I know
they've got the thingy end of the bargain. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Nice. That's what I'm doing. On my summer holidays. Where do you holiday?
Well, number one,
in Nice.
Tommy's parents don't talk like that. And number two, Nice is very nice.
So, I know, that's what I'm saying. Where do you holiday? Oh, I holiday in Nice.
Jensen said, "Our roof getting you're getting a new roof today. It should be done by Friday, hopefully." What are you having? Are you just having the roof repaired, or are you having a room built into your attic?
It's a bit warm, so I'm going to put my little fan on.
Put that on as well. Yeah, Tommy, what do your parents think of Nice? Have they been before, and are they enjoying it?
I bet they are loving it.
Hey, St. Cot, how you doing?
Hey, St. Cot, hope you're well.
How are things? You good?
Yes, I'm sure he is. I mean, look, how can you not be well enjoying this weather? Although I wish it was a bit more sunny. It was sunny on Monday though.
Yeah. It's just warm at the moment, which is nice.
Yeah.
But it's it was raining earlier. It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Yeah. It's like I'm not going to complain about the heat because I do enjoy the heat. Like I say, we pay money for this time to go abroad so we can get the heat. So I'm not going to complain.
Oh wow! So Tommy said this is their first time and they're loving it.
Oh, I
took them to Monaco yesterday and they loved it there too. Fantastic. Do you know what? I bet as soon as you said I can come home, you can come to me. They go, right, we're off to you. That's fantastic. They got to enjoy that.
Yeah. Oh, bless them. Where do you holiday? I'm going to the French Riviera.
Which did they prefer, Nice or Monaco, or they just like him both as well? That's lovely.
I think Monaco though would be like, don't get me wrong, I think Nice would be nice, but I think Monaco's got that sort of attachment to it, if that makes sense. Like Monaco, I've always wanted to go, so it's on my list. So at some point I am going to go to Monaco. Like Nice is nice, don't get me wrong, and again I would love to go. But if I had to choose, I think for me personally, it'd probably be Monaco over Nice.
Really?
Just saying.
Well, actually, I've not been to either, so I would love to try both. And fantastic way as well, because they've got you, the perfect tour guide. So
exactly.
Jensen said this morning, me and Hendrix were watching funny doggy videos. So can you get Hendrix to reenact any of those videos? Can he do any of the funny things that the dogs are doing?
Now, we don't have any new foods to try, but I was baking yesterday. And I just want to show you, this is a mini version of what I did bake. So this is a cherry and almond. Well, the one that I baked was a loaf, but I had some batter left over. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to make a mini one because Mark hardly ever gets to try.
Yes, I know. You always bake for other people.
Well, but hang on a second. When I do bake for my family, you do get to try some then. But I had baked Today is my name day, just to let you know. So it's Kelly Day, obs. And so I decided to bake cakes. So I'm just popping it open so you can see.
Nice cake, says Jensen.
Thank you.
Tommy said, I think that I like them both, but they really enjoyed Monaco. But that's a real. Do you know what? I always think of just like I've said this before, but I always think of casinos and like the very rich bourgeois.
Well, yeah, I just think like the fancy cars. You know when Nice would be nice, or should I say, not so much Cannes.
Oh,
Now Cannes, I think probably, in my opinion, may rival Monaco. But
Tommy, have you been to Cannes? And is that true? Does it rival Monaco and Saint-Tropez and Nice? Freon, how you doing?
Hey Freon, hope you're well.
Hey Marky, my older brother, and sis Kelly, how are you? I hope you're looking. I hope you're looking. How are you? I hope you're looking. Looking what? We're looking all right, I hope. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Freon? How have you been? Sam says, can you see my messages? No, the only messages that's come up is when you said hi, everybody. Oh, look at that. Nice crumb.
Go.
Actually, that's a sign of a good cake because it's not actually all filtered to the bottom. Oh, just a tiny slice for me, actually.
Like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. Jensen said, on Thursday, me and Nana are going to the train to Newbury for the day. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
You going shopping? What are you guys up to for that? Thank you very much.
We actually drove down to Rochester on Saturday or Sunday? Sunday, I think it was Sunday, because we went for afternoon tea on Saturday.
Yeah, there we are.
Ching ching. There we
go.
I had actually baked another cake. Well, I had actually done a batch of cupcakes.
That's actually really good.
Mark ate the cupcake before the live. He's like, oh, can I have a cupcake? I was like, yeah. Because I brought one back from work. I made sure I saved him one.
Let me just put that in there for me. That's really good.
And Mark was like, yeah, and just...
That was really, really good. No, that was really good. Where are we? She just said, I'd love to go to Monaco just to see all the Lamborghinis and Bugattis. Do you think you'd fit right in there? Hang on, let me just take that slice.
But why?
No, I just want a little bit more.
Mark does this, right?
I've got nowhere to put it down. That's why.
He doesn't want to eat the whole thing, so he just comes back and forth until the whole thing's finished.
I fooled myself then into doing it. Cannes is a very nice place, says Tommy. Quite similar to Nice, but during film festival is a no-go. I think Saint-Tropez is my favourite, the same as Monaco. There we are.
Wow.
So it's Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez is the place to be. And it's amazing, actually, because the fact that you can go to all these places like that, you can get to see them all. Right, I am going to have that.
Is it really packed at the film festival?
Yeah, that's what he's saying, a no-go.
Is it like properly packed?
I bet. So there was a Notting Hill Carnival, of course, in London, and the locals hate it because it's just so busy.
Yeah.
That was very, very good.
Mark will want me to cut him another slice.
No, I do. But all I've eaten is cake since I've been back, which is not good.
Well, yeah. So I did chocolate cherry cupcakes for work. And then I brought one back.
I had that. No, I just had a big slice of cake.
And then I took some to... So there's another reception. So I took some to the other reception as well. And one of the girls, another girl in the office said to me, oh, I am such an idiot. When I saw you bringing out the cakes, I don't know why I didn't grab one and all this. I was like...
So, Sheila, would you drive a Lamborghini or Bugatti, like I said, or would you just see it? Okay, these flies get everywhere. Or would you just find it? This is one thing. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't drive one, only because I just think to myself, it's just the expense of it. Even if cost didn't matter, I thought, oh my God, I spent all this money on it. And I'd always get worried it gets stolen. As good as they look, I think that would always be my
I don't think they'd get stolen in Monaco, though.
No, that's true, because everyone's got one.
Yeah, everyone's got one. I don't think you get...
Oh, Freon! Had my third day ever at college. It went terrible. Why was it so bad? Why did it go so badly?
College already?
Yeah, I was going to say you started early.
Hmm.
Normally you start in September.
Is it like a summer intern thing?
Well, you can't judge it on day 3.
Yeah.
If you have started, honestly, you need to give it at least 3 months. Give it 3 months and see how you feel after 3 months.
Exactly. Just the same as a job. You've got to give a job 3 to 4 months first.
Cannes is very nice place, says Tommy. Quite similar to Nice, but during the film festival, I read that one. Samba is your favourite. St. Costa, I'm good, thanks. Thought the Romoli food looked quite good. Now, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you. That was a lovely segue, Cinco. I'm glad you're good. What was I going to say? So we actually did enjoy Romoli. It was a pasta place. We are going to look at some more pasta places.
Yeah.
It's something I don't normally go for.
You don't.
If I go out, I never order pasta. I don't know if anybody else is the same. I think to myself, well, I can cook it myself.
It's not the same.
But it's not the same. But since we had Pasta Evangelist, then my whole thing changed. I thought, oh my God, that's how a pasta dish is supposed to taste like.
It is, but it's unrealistic to expect
that quality.
Yeah.
That is really good. So I do want us to do Pasta Evangelist because, as you guys know, if you saw our Harrods video, that's where we got the lobster mac and cheese from. And that was absolutely amazing.
That was beautiful. That was really, really nice. It has to be one of the best pastas that I've had. No, I've had a lot of pasta. I'm not like Mark. I will order pasta. My favorite being carbonara. But I like pasta, so I will. If something is appealing on a menu, I will order it. But Mark tends to order like pizza or something like that. He doesn't tend to order pasta, which is quite surprising because pasta is quite filling. And you like the feeling of being full.
No, do you know what? For me, I've never been a massive fan of it. But since I've started having better pasta dishes, that's why I've started to order it. So this was actually really good. So we definitely reckon Romoli is not wide across the UK. I think it's only in certain places. So, but we will try and do some more pasta places. So, guys, are you pasta fans? If you are, put a pasta emoji down below.
Is there a pasta emoji?
There is a pasta emoji. There's definitely a pasta emoji. If you are not a fan of it, let us know. Because if none of you like it, then we probably won't do it again. Freon said, where are we? Where? Freon said, Marky, tell Kels I'm sending her loads of love and hugs and kisses.
Oh, bless you. That's
loads
so
of
nice.
hugs and kisses from Freon.
Nice.
I can't wait to have my hair cut on Friday, he said Jensen. It's getting in my eyes already. And hopefully Mum will treat me with the Greggs after, I hope. Look at that, haircut and Greggs. How long is your hair? When you say it's getting in your eyes, have you got it long, or is it just a floppy fringe?
Years and years and years ago, not everybody had a washing machine. And so whenever my mum went to the laundrette, this is when we lived in Battersea. So whenever she went to the laundrette, there was a cafe next door. She'd take me to the cafe and she'd buy me a Coke and a wagon wheel.
There you go. Where are we? Yeah, so there you go. This could be your Coke and wagon wheel moment. Your Greggs afterwards. Tommy said, yeah, it's madness. But I'd say the same for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's just absolutely packed. I know this is a thing. I think if I were a local, you'd absolutely hate that time of year. You'd probably actually go away for that period and then go back to your house when the whole thing had ended.
Yeah, but I would like to experience Cannes, but during the film festival, but I don't know if I would enjoy the crowd. I don't think I would enjoy that. But I have been to the Toronto Film Festival. That was quite nice. It wasn't it's not as popular there, or it wasn't back then as popular there, because we're talking early 2000. It was, so I think I was there 2006 or something like that. It wasn't as popular there as it was everywhere else, but I really enjoyed it. You got to see like films before they came out. You actually got to sit in the same cinema that the people who starred in the movie was in there. And so that was pretty nice. Yeah.
Where are we? France said, my support worker decided to come for a surprise inspection visit to talk to me about my future and got so mean and started yelling at me. Why were they yelling at you, Freon? That's not, it doesn't sound like a support worker. That kind of goes against the term support worker. What were they yelling you about? Oh no, you're full time already in college. Like I said, was that part of the reason why it went terribly?
It's quite strange.
Jensen said, in my sleep, I'm thinking of my dream job, and it's going to be a train driver on the Piccadilly line or GWR, something like that. So you want to be a train driver? Is that what you want to do when you start working? Interesting.
Which one do you want to be more, tube or train?
I did have a friend of mine that actually got a job driving trains, and said it was it's one of those things. It is quite tiring, believe it or not, because you've got to focus fully. Yeah. But it is quite a nice job as well. I mean, it's not like you have to look out for other traffic or anything.
I've known people to drive passenger trains and freight trains.
She just said, I can't drive, but I would like a test drive in a Lamborghini and a Bugatti. But someone would have to drive. So right. I was going to say, actually, I was going to book this for your brother one time, which is actually about you can go to a track for a couple of hours and drive one of those type of cars. But yeah, you have to have a license. That's the only thing.
Would you like to be the passenger, but they're like speeding? Do you know? I don't think I would like them to drive that fast.
No, hell no.
In a car, I don't mind doing the speed, like 70 miles an hour, but I don't think I'd like to do I don't like to be in where you could lose control. That I wouldn't like.
Well, I was going to say actually, but Tommy would. I can imagine Tommy doing that. I know obviously in a Formula One car it's only one seater, but if you could somehow get two, I could imagine that being right up your street. Even if you could do one lap, that would be absolutely amazing. Look, we've got our first pasta emoji. You see, there's the pasta emoji by St. Cot. Thank you, St. Cot.
Thank you, St. Cot.
Guys, let us know. Do you like pasta dishes when you go out to a restaurant? Do let us know. If not, please do say, because we will take that into consideration.
Also, what is your favorite pasta dish?
Do you have to take a picture before you start the videos and live stream? Is that correct?
You don't have to, but it does. I mean, you could do a blank one, or you can do a custom one, or whatever. But we normally do our picture before we start the live.
Yeah, we tend to do that just so you can see. And sometimes if we've got food, you can just see what we're going to do. So we take a shot of it, so you can just see that.
Yeah.
Jensen said my haircut is going to be level at the top of my eyes, both sides. Right, so you're going for a proper fringe. Sam, yeah, what happened? So are your messages not coming through? Because the only messages I've got are the 3 ones you've just sent. So one where you say hello, one where you said, "Oh, my message is coming through," and then obviously sorry to Freon. Are your ones not coming in? Oh, that's weird.
Interesting.
This has happened before.
Yeah, it is, but it's happened to a few of you.
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Because it even happened to Amy.
Yeah, it happened to Amy. She was messaging and nothing was coming through. Sorry, Sam, we would never ever ignore your emails.
No, your messages.
Not emails,
but
all your emails.
To be fair, when 3 people or 4 people were on earlier, it only showed 1. So there could be a glitch in the system somewhere, and that happens every now and again. But it's really weird. Did that happen to you, Sheila, one time where you were sending messages and not all of them were coming through?
Yeah, Sheila, I think that did happen to you. Where are we? So Freon said, support workers here in Scotland treat kids with needs so bad. I can't face it anymore. I hate it. Just makes me so angry. Well, do you know what, Freon? That's not a reflection on you. If they're there trained to help and support you, they should not be shouting at you.
I think, like sometimes we're not understood or we're misunderstood. So I think it's just one of those things where you go away dissatisfied because you feel like you haven't been heard. So you just need to take a moment, do you know what I mean? Reflect and then go back and maybe approach it in a different way. Because sometimes people just don't understand, even though they should, or even though they've been trained and stuff like that. It's really, really difficult when you feel like you're not being heard.
Yeah. And I was going to say, the main thing is you try and enjoy college, because this will be you for a little while. So really try and enjoy your time there, because your time goes so quick. Honestly, it goes so quick when you're at college. So we want you to try and enjoy it. And is there anyone else you can talk to about it? Freon said, "Oh, Sam, it's all good, cousin Sam. Maybe tomorrow will be better." That's it. That's the way to look at it. Write off today.
Yeah.
Forget today.
Yeah.
Forget what happened. move on to another day. I knew it. Tommy said I would absolutely love that. So Tommy, when you do, I don't know, they must do this in France as well, but so for Kelly's brother, we were going to buy him for his birthday a while ago. I think he would get something like an hour or 2 hours. I think it was at Brands Hatch.
Yeah.
But there are several places around the UK
Yeah.
that do it. And he gets to drive a variety of supercars. So there's 2 ones there. He can sit there and drive them himself. I don't think they had the offer that Sheila wanted, and that is the actual fact that they drive you. But I would definitely think that would be up your street, especially driving it.
I would have thought there would have been more people that would be driving it for you. Actually, more offers of that.
Ironically, that would be more expensive because you'd have to do like a taxi service, because you'd have to, especially if you're going like with Tommy's favourite driver, that would be absolutely astronomical. And they probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, not for a famous driver, but just like the instructors that would drive the car, if that makes sense.
So France put a whole load of pasta emojis. So there are a few of you that like the pasta. Jen says, I wonder what's for lunch on Thursday in Newbury. I think Nana's going to surprise me.
Oh,
might be a pasta dish. You don't
pasta.
know. Sorry, my haircut is going to be level with my ears, not my eyes. Okay.
Right, okay.
I was going to say that was going to be quite low.
What's your favourite pasta dish? Is it mac and cheese?
Yeah, mac and cheese all the way. All the way. I know that's not Italian, but that's my favourite dish. But Sheila said, yes, I love tomato pasta. The best pasta I had was in the restaurant in Venice off the Grand Canal. Oh, now that I can imagine.
Is it penne arrabbiata? Is that the one that you like?
That's the proper Italian, obviously, because it's in Venice. Tommy, I was going to say, just while because you are in France, what's your favourite French dish? So, guys, is what I'll put in there. From a region in the place that you like. So, for example, Sheila said Venice and has gone for the best pasta there. What is your favourite dish in a certain region? So, is it somewhere in France? It could be in the UK. If you like UK food, it could be that. Yes, Kelly, it was, she said.
Yeah, penne arrabbiata. Because arrabbiata is like a little bit spicy.
Sheila likes a little bit of spice.
Spicy. I'm not one for the tomatoey ones. I'm one for the white sauces. Some tomatoey ones are okay, but my mum traumatized me with tomatoes when I was little. So now I don't really eat like tomato. I don't mind the tomato based on a pizza, let's say, but I tend to. I don't mind bolognese if it's a good bolognese, but I've yet to taste a really good spaghetti bolognese. I've never had one.
How did your mum traumatize? Did you grab a tomato and go? Rah, rah?
Do you know what? Because so my mum was a young mum, and she just didn't know how to cook.
Oh, I see.
When she was younger, she got better. Obviously, she's really good now, but it traumatized me. So I don't really eat a lot of Mauritian food. I don't really eat any tomato. Like in the end, like my mum's cooking was so terrible. I would just say, oh, I just want bacon and rice or something like that. And then she would add a load of salt to it. Like, the bacon's already salty, woman. Why are you adding more salt? And as I got older, I didn't have salt in anything. It's only now, in, I would say, the last 5 or 6 years, I've started to add salt to stuff. But for years, I didn't add salt to anything.
Jensen said, yes, sometimes on the live here, my messages don't go through. Sometimes it did rain today, and it's going to rain sometime tomorrow night. Yes, it is due to rain here tomorrow. That is absolutely right. It was raining earlier, actually.
It was spitting.
Yeah, so just quickly on that, while we're on the subject of pasta. So, yeah, if you guys did or did not see, we had our Remoli video up. That's our little adventure into the pasta. But the best pasta dish, I have to say, and you see me eat it because it was on, if you watch the Harrods video, was the Pasta Evangelist. Now, Pasta Evangelists are a chain in London. This is one actually that Kirsty mentioned. She goes, have you heard of Pasta Evangelist? Now, I hadn't heard of it.
I had, yeah.
But when we went to Harrods, they had a Pasta Evangelist store there, and then we bought that pasta. Oh my God, that was incredible.
A friend of mine at work had done a cooking class. So Pasta Evangelist did a cooking class, and she had attended said cooking class. But obviously, as you guys know, I watch a lot of TikTok, so I had already heard of Pasta Evangelist, but I didn't realize how popular it was. So while I'd seen people go to it, and that one, and there's another one, and I can't remember what it's called, but is it called Bacchanal or something like that? It's got amazing, interiors and all of this.
Yeah.
So, so it had popped up on my TikTok. I just didn't realize it was as popular or as tasty. Granted, though, it is the only dish that we've tried, and it was from Harrods, and it was lobster mac and cheese, lobster mac and cheese. So I don't know if their other pastas are delicious. Has anyone been to Pasta Evangelists? And if so, how was the pasta? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it mediocre? What are your thoughts?
Or tell us what has been your favorite pasta place that you have tried, if you can remember. Like I say, if you asked me before Harrods, I wouldn't have been able to tell you anything. I'm like, oh God, I can't think. But that stood out so much so.
Yeah, it really did.
Sheila said, okay, that's horrible. Tomatoes are my favorite. And I don't have salt on anything either. I don't either. I don't.
Yeah, I've only just started to add salt and stuff like that. But I'm still traumatized. The probably the most that I could probably eat of tomatoes is sun-dried tomatoes. And even then, I find them a little bit too sharp for me. But like I didn't eat strawberries for years, and I didn't eat tomatoes. I don't really eat, even now, I don't really eat tomatoes. Probably about the only thing I'll eat now is ketchup. And for some reason, the ketchup is getting so much sharper. Like they're adding more vinegar or something more acidic to it. And I'm just like,
nice. No, I do. So I didn't realize this actually. So I was watching this video with Marco Pierre White, and he said in order to maximize your flavor for tomatoes, it's the water content you've got to get rid of. So you've got to then sort of very, very gradually cook them on a stove. This is the dish I was eating. So when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, I couldn't eat anything solid, as I kept moaning about. So the thing I kept eating was this old Italian dish, where you grate onions in a pan, saute them off. You add a can of tomatoes and you let that slowly reduce for about 20 minutes. Then you crack in 2 eggs, cook them for a couple of minutes in the actual tomato juice, and then eat that. It was very nice. I got sick of it because that's all I could eat for a few weeks.
There are some passata sauces, though, that are nice that I will then add my little flavors to. So there are some passata. So I'm not totally put off tomatoes, but fresh tomatoes, yeah, I'm not a lover of them.
Listen to the cheek of Freon. Marky, I have to say this. You continue to look 60. The cheek of the Freon. So cheeky.
You don't look 60.
I hope not. She'd have said, I don't like sun-dried tomatoes. Oh, you know?
Oh, yeah, you see, I don't mind them. I quite like them.
Now, the other secret he was saying is use half canned, half fresh. Add the two together, and that gives you a really nice sauce. Haven't tried that. I've just tried the can, but I'll have to try that. Okay, so Jen says it. Holiday in May is to Lanzarote for the first time of the 20th until the last day of May, leaving early in the morning, then back early in the morning because it's early flight in the morning and late at night. So this is for next year, I'm assuming. So, funny enough, Kelly and I were debating whether or not to go to Lanzarote next year.
Yeah, we've been chatting about it, and we may go to Lanzarote next year because we've done Florida. We really enjoy it. We are going to go back again at some point, but we're thinking, next year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
May see you there. We won't know what you look like, but you will know what we look like.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm not sure what we're going to do next year. Next year seems so far away, but
it's not. It really is not.
So
less
close.
Than half a year now.
I know, that is absolutely mad.
Quite crazy.
But yeah, so just another aside. I'm going to shamelessly plug the video. So as you saw, we had the Remoli one. So I was working flat the weekend to try and get the bus Bustronome done.
Yes.
So that is done, ready to go. The only problem is I put it up to go on Sunday at 5 o'clock. Now, Kelly and I are out on a Sunday, and I just forgot that. So we may not be around to do the type along as we normally do. But it will go up on Sunday. So we really hope you like that. I tried to get as many of the views in, but not spend ages on It was more. So I tried to do it like half food tour, half tour of London, as you can see from the bus. So I really do hope you guys enjoy it. May inspire some of you to actually do the Bustronome yourself.
Yeah.
Kelly and I would really recommend it. It's a really nice way to spend an afternoon. It's a little pricey. It is £70 per person, but you do get a 4-course lunch with that. That's for the lunch. And also that includes the journey around London, and you do get tea and water with that.
Question.
Go on.
He said that they were going to do one in Paris.
There is one in Paris.
There is one in Paris. If we went to Paris, would you do the Bustronome in Paris?
I would.
Would you?
I would do it because it would be slightly different, and also we'd go around Paris rather than London.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've done an open top bus tour. We did it a few years ago in Paris, and it was this time last year. And the weather was amazing. There was hardly anyone in Paris, which was another great thing. We could go to the shops. It wasn't packed full of people and stuff. We went around in the open top bus. We could walk around. Yeah, it was lovely. I would definitely go again, with the hopes that it isn't as packed. That it was like similarly packed as it was when we were there a few years ago. And yeah, to do the Bustronome, that would be quite good. I wonder how much it would cost though.
So the Bustronome, just to let you know, so I was chatting to the guy when we got off the bus. So the Bustronome, they've got one in Paris, they've got one in London, as obviously as you'll see on when we upload the video. They have one in New York, and they are thinking of launching one in Dubai. So Dubai is the next one they're going to do. But I would do the New York one as well.
Oh yeah, I would do the New York one. Sort of like now that you said it, I would do the New York one for sure.
But that's the concept of it. So they do a 4-course lunch, which drives you all around London. That takes 2 hours. Or you can do the dinner. Now the lunch is £70 per person. If you want wine with that, it's £80 per person. If you do the dinner, it's £120 per person. If you do it with the wine, it's £150 per person. But that's 6 courses, and it's 2.5 hours, so it's a bit longer.
I would imagine for the lunch with the wine pairing, it'd be more than £10.
£20.
Yeah, because you said 80.
Oh, sorry, 90. Sorry,
Yeah.
I beg your pardon. It's 90.
I was thinking, no, it can't be £10.
Where are we? Freon thinks you look 80. The cheek is getting cheekier and cheekier.
I'm telling you.
Sam said, I lived on veggie bakes back in the day too. Very tasty. Sam, how do you do your veggie bakes? Are you willing to share? Oh, look, Sebastian's joined us. Hello, Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian. Welcome.
Welcome to the channel. He's at first time watching live chat. Ursula watching from Brazil.
Well, welcome.
Wow, welcome. What time is it in Brazil?
Yeah, what time is it over there?
Love to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Sheila said, did you see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre when you were in Paris?
Do you know what? We've not. Oh, have you been? Have you been?
Yeah, I have seen the Louvre.
I've not been in the Louvre. I've just been from the outside because they got a lovely garden and stuff like that. But to be honest, art and stuff like that's not really my thing, but it is your thing.
I'll tell you a funny story just quickly, Sheila. So when my parents went, my parents are in their 80s. So the French, what would you call the guards of the Louvre and stuff like that, were really nice to my parents. So, well, especially my dad. So wherever my dad went, he didn't have to queue. They go, Monsieur, and they would just escort through. Anyway, my dad was trying to take a photograph of the Mona Lisa. Of course, he was getting buffed about a bit. So the security guy just went to him alone, went, Monsieur, and then pulled him foot, let him go round the rope right in the front. So of course, my brother went with them as well, and he said it's really funny. All these people were trying to take a photograph of the Mona Lisa. All they could see is the back of my dad's head because he was managed to get. So they waved him through.
It's quite surprising that they allow you to take pictures.
Oh no, they do
Yeah.
with the Mona Lisa.
I just thought that, I don't know. I always think France is a lot more strict with things like that.
It's funny you should say it, but you are right. The National Gallery doesn't allow photographs.
Yeah.
But the Louvre does. They did allow photographs.
Yeah, I just thought they'd be more strict than us, really.
That's a bit expensive, but that's not there, is it? No. So basically, although it's pricey, it is expensive. But obviously, that was our anniversary. That's why we did it full stop. And also, I was going to say, I would recommend it because if you think about it, you would end up paying £40 to £45 to do a bus top tour around London anyway.
Yeah.
So you get a 4-course lunch on top of that.
Yeah.
So I would suggest doing it. I would definitely do it.
I think do it for the experience. So like if you're visiting London I mean, if you live in London, fair enough, and you just thought, it's a bit of a gimmick or whatever. But if you're visiting from another city, another country, elsewhere in the country, I think it's one of those sort of, it's like very, very different. So as it was our anniversary and it was our 15th anniversary, I just thought I wanted to do something different than just going for lunch somewhere or just going for dinner somewhere. I just wanted to do something different. I said to Mark, what about the Bustronome? Now, the Bustronome, when it first started, was very expensive.
Yeah.
It was very expensive. Because just for, like, all I saw, I didn't even see, like, it was like over £120 or something like that. It was. And then when I spoke about it again and we looked at it, I was like, oh, okay, £70. Still pricey. I'm not saying that it isn't. It's still pricey. But less pricey than what it was. And because it was our 15th anniversary and we didn't get each other like gifts and stuff like that, we got each other little things, like Mark got me chocolate and flowers, and then I got him some coffee and all of that type of stuff. So we didn't spend like an inordinate amount of money. But then Mark was like, do you know what, let's do this Bustronome tour and stuff like that. And that's what he paid for, and you know, for us. And it was really, really nice.
But I would recommend if anybody is in London to do the Bustronome.
Would you advise Bustronome or afternoon tea?
Well, I can't advise afternoon tea because you haven't done it.
No, what I'm saying, afternoon tea in general, because afternoon tea is roughly around the same price.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tricky one. Right, I would say it really depends on what you like. Not everybody likes afternoon tea. St. Cott likes afternoon tea.
Yes, he does.
But not everybody does. Your mum always goes, it's just sandwiches. So it really depends.
But she still goes. Yeah, she still goes.
But yeah, for 70 quid, you could get a pretty good afternoon tea in London. Where are we? Oh, no, your messages are still missing, Sam. I don't know why it's doing that, Sam. I promise you it's not us.
No.
I was going to say, actually, and I would, because I just assumed you're just being quiet in the background, but I know you do like to join the chat, and I'm desperate. Course. I am desperate to hear about these veggie bakes that you do. Please do keep trying, because I'm hoping they'll come through. Where are we? Sebastian said, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
In the afternoon? Wow.
Yeah, we will be, because obviously it's behind. Brazil is behind, obviously, because it'll be on the same latitude as America. But, of course, you moved to Brazil from New York.
Oh, wow.
So are you American in Brazil, or are you Brazilian that just happened to move to Brazil back from New York? Or are you another nationality? And have you been to London? We'd just be interested. She just said, that's brilliant. What a memory.
Yeah. We just thought, we wanted to, like, I mean, we could have done another afternoon tea, but we do afternoon tea quite a bit.
Yeah.
And we could have gone to, a fancy lunch and blah, blah, blah. We could have done something like Benihana or Roca or some other stupidly expensive thing. But I really thought about it, and I just thought, you know what? Let's do something that we haven't done before. Let's go and do something different.
Now you look 90, according to Freon. Oh, Freon said he's got to go. Take care.
Bye.
See you
soon. Did you say hello to Karina? Is that
no. I'm just coming.
Oh.
Just let me talk a nice segue. Which nearly was a nice segue. It's Karina. Karina, how are you?
Hey, Karina. Hope you're well.
I set off the alarm in one of the rooms in the Louvre. Oh my God! What did you do?
Goodness. What did you touch?
Yeah, exactly.
What did you touch that you shouldn't have?
Oh look, Mona Lisa. This is nice.
I need to see it in the light.
Yeah. Oh my God! How did you set up? And how have you been, by the way? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Jensen said, if you two are not there on Sunday, I will be the boss. If not, I will be at Nana and Granddad's house for roast dinner. Then something else, we'll have to do it. Then after the roast dinner, I will watch.
Okay.
Well, you can be the boss for that Sunday because we may not be around on 5. We will
Depends.
try, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Sheila said, "Oh, Karina, you almost caused an international incident." Yes.
Could you imagine? My goodness.
American lady Karina Jackson was caught yesterday. I'm intrigued now. You've got to tell us what you did. What did you do? I've done that myself, though. I've got to be honest. I've been leaning over something and sending it in a museum and beep, 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 beep. Some guy goes, "Excuse me, sir, can you not lean over? Sorry."
One time when me and my family, we went to visit, we were in Florida and we were at Epcot and we were in the Japan pavilion. I think my parents were outside and me, my brother, my sister, we were in the shop. And then they had like all of this decorative, like porcelain and whatever. It's not porcelain that they use. Whatever crockery that they were using at the time, all these ornate plates and stuff like that. And my sister went, "Kelly," and then she tried to squeeze through, and all the display went all over the floor. I was like, "Oh my god!" Everything smashed onto the floor.
Oh no!
And she was just like, and we were just like.
That would be my worst nightmare. I tell you so. Whenever, because obviously when we go out, I've got all the camera equipment in my rucksack, and I'm always conscious.
Yeah.
If I squeeze past it, I thought, "Oh, for the love of God, please don't let me knock over a load of smashables."
It would be very unusual if my sister was the first person to do that, because it's been going for years.
Where did she knock it?
In the Japanese pavilion.
Oh no!
So inside that
in
Japanese,
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So inside they had all of these ornates. Where you got your dragon in that shop? You got your dragon in that shop.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
And so it was in that shop, and they had these tables, and they had balanced crockery and all of this. It was all lovely, Japanese, hand painted, and all of this type of stuff. And I had been very careful because back then I was a lot slimmer anyway, but I still have my backpack, and so I was quite careful, and I never went in between them because I just thought, and my sister was a lot younger at the time, and she came and it just all smashed to the floor. I was just like, "Oh my goodness, Mom."
But it's easy to do. That's the thing. It's so easy to do. Talking of international incidences, right? Sheila said, "Come on, Karina, confess. What did you do?" Right, Karina, you are gonna have to reveal it now. Everybody's on tenterhooks. What did you do?
What did you do?
How did you set off an alarm in the Louvre? Did you go in the wrong bit? Did you go in like a star thing? You didn't destroy a Ming vase, did you?
Oh, not me. Well, if we had, it wouldn't have been me. But no, they wouldn't have had Ming vases.
So just to let you guys know, this wasn't a museum that Kelly's sister nearly smashed the place up. It was in a shop.
It was so in Epcot they have all these pavilions, all these different countries. So if you've watched our sort of our lives or any of the videos on MK Vacays, you'll see that in Epcot they have like a Morocco, a mini UK, a mini Canada, a mini China, and they've got a mini Japan. And in Japan, and in each of the pavilions, they have like a shop that is dedicated to that country.
Yeah.
So in the UK, they've got like a British shop, they've got a Scottish shop, they've got a Welsh shop, and then in China, they've got like a Chinese shop, and then in Morocco, they've got a Moroccan shop, and in Japan, they have a Japanese shop. And it was all ornate, you know, they have like all these lovely, gorgeous fans and all of these machetes. And no, they don't call them machete. What do they call them? The long swords.
Oh, not machete. You're talking about a
samurai. Yeah, they're samurai swords and all of this type of stuff. Well, how they sell these and people get them through customs and all, I don't know.
Now, talking of which, go careful. So apparently the law has now changed. So I hear that you're not even allowed to own swords at home.
Wow.
You're not supposed to have them at all, even as display. So I need to double check on that before I give everybody the wrong information.
Yeah.
But apparently that's the thing. So this is one of their amnesties for swords and stuff.
So in this shop, it was all ornate. It wasn't like they wouldn't have had the Ming vase on the table because that would have just been crazy. But they had like all this ornate, you know, like little teapots and fine plates. I was about to say fine china plates, but fine plates and all of this. And then my sister was getting in between the table and she wanted to catch my attention. She's like, Carol, like this. And then her bum must have bumped the table and everything fell on the floor and all of it all cracked and everything.
The great thing about Americans though is that they'll be okay with that, but they probably turn around and say, "Oh, don't worry about it."
I was just like, like really, and Zoe just didn't know what to say, and she was just like, "Oh my god," and then it was just. I think we just left the shop because I didn't know what to say. I don't know. I can't remember if my parents came into the shop or not, but yeah, it's a massive shop, but just for some reason they had these tables so close together. And I can't imagine over the years that my sister was the first person to knock the table. I can't believe, but that I haven't seen that since. I haven't seen that since.
Sam said, I tried to message on my PC, but still saying internal error. Oh, no, it's still. Although there is a message from you there. Right, let me get to your message. Oh, it's not Sebastian, it's Ursula Lambert. Is that right? So are you Ursula, not Sebastian? We do get that because obviously Jensen is on his mum's lap, so it's a different name. Are you Ursula? So sorry, I didn't want to get the wrong name. Sorry, Sam, it's not coming through, said Jensen. Hopefully it will be coming through on Friday. Hopefully. No, Sam's message has come through.
Yeah.
Right. This is for the vegetable bake. I steam my veggies, then put them in an oven dish and cover with homemade cheese sauce and bake until golden. I like to add whole sprouts. Sometimes I will top with breadcrumbs or sliced tomatoes and lots of cheese.
That sounds right up your street.
That is really up my street.
It wouldn't be mine, but that would be Mark's heaven.
That sounds incredible.
With Brussels sprouts.
That does sound incredible.
And I said the magic words.
I do like the idea of them being baked. And also there is that magic where you have cheese and breadcrumbs. When the breadcrumbs absorb the fat of the cheese and they go all crispy, that's delicious. And I'm still itching to hear what Karina did. Karina,
where are you? We've lost you.
You have so left us in suspense. Creamy, cheesy sprouts are lovely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do you know what I found actually? If you get rid of the moisture in them, because this is the thing, for years I just used to, as you know, I would just boil vegetables and eat them. It wasn't, and I had no idea until I watched Marco Pierre White's thing when he said you've got to get rid of the water content because that will release the flavor. That's what intensifies the flavor. And I'd always, he said if you boil it, it just retains all that water, so it will not taste.
I think that's the case though for most vegetables. It would retain the water.
Not if you, but he's saying even if you boil it, you mustn't get rid of that water content.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even if you got rid of the water content, hence Sam is steaming the vegetables. But if you boil vegetables, it would retain the water, even if you drain it.
So it's Ursula. Sorry, Ursula. Right, I shall call you Ursula for now. I beg your pardon. I didn't know, so I'm glad you confirmed that.
Yes. Hi, Ursula, and welcome.
Lovely to see you. So how is life in Brazil? And what part of Brazil are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
And what did you find was the most different coming from New York and now living in Brazil? Like, what's the biggest culture shock?
Ursula.
Ursula.
I would say Ursula, but Ursula.
I would say Ursula.
Yes, do let us know. So that's a lot of questions we've asked you. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so I know we jumped back and forth a little bit, but I do like the idea of that bake. That does sound really, really good. Now, just want to quickly, so St. Cots, you'll be pleased. On the weekend, so we've got quite a few videos, I say a few, about 3 videos backlog now. But we did do another afternoon tea. This time we did it at the Ivy. So we went, there's only a few Ivies in the country that do afternoon tea. The rest don't do it. So we managed to get one, and I'm not sure if your local one does it, St. Cuthbert, or anyone else. But we had to go to the one in Victoria, South London, and that's where we went. So that will come up in the next couple of weeks.
The thing is that I find with the Ivy, it's very hit and miss. Like, on the whole, I have enjoyed the Ivy. I have. But the one in Covent Garden, I didn't enjoy that. And then there are some other ones that sometimes the food is hit and miss. It just depends on what you're having and how the chef has prepared it. And also which chef is on staff. Because I remember in Mauritius, which has got nothing to do with the Ivy, by the way, but just a sort of an example. Sometimes I'd get room service, and then one day I'd get burger and wings, and it was delicious. It'd be like the best burger I've had. I was like, oh my God, order it again. And it's like, it doesn't taste the same. And then somebody said, oh yes, a different chef on tonight. I'd be like, do you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's like that when you go to a restaurant.
She just said, I was traumatized by Brussels sprouts at primary school. Can't stand the things. But this is the thing, because they're never cooked well at school, it's just going to be obviously rush to cook. You're getting people that aren't qualified cooks just to cook for kids. Is never going to be that thing. When you try it in a restaurant afterwards, that's how it should taste. That's how it should be. So yeah, I can imagine that. Do try it again, but try frying them with pancetta.
With pancetta a bit. So I would some oil, maybe some garlic butter. I'd parboil them first, drain them off, wait till they dry, because Mark is right, they do retain the moisture, and it's very difficult to fry after that. So you've got to make sure your frying pan is really hot. Chuck in, be careful of all the spitting, because that's what will happen, especially if there's still water in the Brussels. Chuck them in, a little bit of salt, fry them up, add some pancetta, and if you wanted to, a little bit of cheese, maybe some mozzarella or something like that, and some chestnut mushrooms.
Oh, Jensen's got to go. Take care, Jensen. Nice to see
Jensen.
you. Kirsty, hello.
Hey, Kirsty. Hope you're well.
Sorry, late to the live. No, you're never late.
Don't be silly.
Oh, but popping on to wave hello. Just back from an amazing stay at Legoland Hotel in Windsor.
Ooh.
Oh, did you stay on site?
Was it good? How good was it?
How was that? We were just saying, actually, you inspired us to look for a new good amazing pasta dish. So we were just talking how you gave us the idea to go to Pasta Evangelist. So we did the Romoli video, which is a restaurant that we went to in London, but we are going to try and go to the Pasta Evangelist at some point.
And the thing is, each evangelist, I think, do different dishes. Not all different. They have their staples. But I would like to go to one that does a lobster, and I have an idea it's only going to be in Harrods. I'm sure of it.
Well, I was going to say, I just said okay. Sam said primary school dinners in the 70s were hilarious. Did you ever see Heston Blumenthal's take on the 70s classics? He did a version where he invited his famous guests to try his culinary thing of the 70s. That was quite a good episode.
See, the thing is, like, I loved school dinners when I went to school and stuff like that, but obviously your palate develops, and you know that, like, the things that stick out to me are the desserts. So the desserts always stuck out to me, like chocolate cake and mint custard. I love that. You know, I used to like the biscuits that they had, and I would dip it in my yogurt and have that. Or, you know, things like, I don't know, the caramel tart. Love a caramel tart. We'll make it now. I really enjoy it. But the actual food does not stick out to me. The only food that sticks out to me is Fish and Chip Friday. That's the only thing. Nothing, you know, you had your like when you got to secondary school, you had your hot dogs, you had your burgers and stuff like that. But it wasn't anything that stuck out. It wasn't anything that was interesting. It wasn't anything that was like, yeah. but the desserts were always the ones that stuck out to me for sure.
Oh, St. Cott's done the afternoon tea at the Ivy.
Ooh.
Oh, in Winchester, I really enjoyed it. Well, be interesting to see actually if it's the same, because they do switch up their menu every so often. So
I said St. Cott had done the afternoon tea.
Sorry, St. Cott.
So we were having a discussion, and I said, "Oh, St. Cott's done the afternoon tea." Mark's like, "No, he's only done the breakfast." Blah blah blah. And I said, "I'm sure I remember you saying that you had done the afternoon tea, and it was your idea for us to try the afternoon tea."
Sorry, St. Cott, I got mixed up, because I know you did the breakfast, but I wasn't sure you did the afternoon tea.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm sure he did the afternoon tea. But sometimes when it comes to lives, Mark remembers things a bit better than I do. In general, my memory's better, but on the lives, for some reason, it filters out. But like Mark was saying, no, and so I just thought, oh, okay then. But I was like, I feel sure you'd been to and I feel sure you had asked us to do the afternoon tea.
But there we are. So well, hopefully when you see it, it'll bring back some memories. It'd be interesting actually if the dishes is different. So if you had a different desserts,
that would be interesting.
Sam said chocolate custard for coconut sponge was a favourite of our school dinner cooks, and lots of lumpy mash. Not together, of course. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a bit weird.
I remember lumpy mash. And if you were late to the dinner hall, you would end up with cheese flan. And I hated cheese flan. And one day I was late for lunch. And we had cheese flan. I was never late again, because the cheese flan looked awful and smelled awful, and I never ever wanted cheese flan. And one day I was late, and from that day I was never late again.
Sheila said, it's strange, I could eat Sprouts in a bubble and squeak. I suppose that's because you've got the potato around it to hide the flavour. And also that combo of cabbage and potato, or Sprouts and potato, goes so well. And yet, Sam, you're right, bubble and squeak is incredible.
The best bubble and squeak, which I've said on here before, we had at the Apex.
Yeah.
And I haven't tasted bubble and squeak like it. I haven't. Then and since, never.
Ursula's been to, when you say been here before, in 1999, was that in London? Have you been to London before? What did you think, if that's right?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it when you were here? That's a long time ago.
London in the 90s.
She just said, Sam, did you ever have Mars bar cake at school? What's Mars bar cake? Is it as it sounds? Is it they actually put Mars bars in the actual sponge itself? Is it a different type? How do you make that? Sam said, in the 80s, I got 50p a day for school dinners, just enough for chips and beans. Wow. Inflation is a heck of a thing.
It's a heck of a thing. I never, so my mum just paid for school dinners weekly or monthly or whatever it was. So we didn't have to, but this was in primary school. When I got to secondary school, I had my own money to be able to pay for food and stuff like that. And I don't remember it costing much. It would be like £2-3 for lunch. But it's in the dynamics of school is very interesting for the people who could afford school lunches compared to the people that couldn't. And I never really paid attention to things like that, whether there were people that couldn't or couldn't and all of that type of stuff. But as you get older now and stuff like that, and, as Mark says, the cost of inflation, I do think about all of these school children who sometimes just can't afford lunch. And it's
you get free school meals and stuff like that. They are
not in secondary school.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do.
Yeah, no, they do, but it depends on what your family's income is.
Yeah, but you can still, there is support there.
Yeah.
Kirsty said the theming of the hotel was amazing, of course, and the staff was so lovely. The set breakfast was ginormous.
Wow.
We tried really hard, but couldn't manage it all. So what was in the set breakfast? The fact that it was ginormous has already got my eyes lit up. What was in the set breakfast, Kirsty? Ursula said, I have a house here. Is it Paragaku? Have I pronounced that correctly? Oh, wow. So that's where you're living at the moment. Would you come over to Europe? That's what I think. It'd be interesting to see. Would you like to come back to Europe again? Or would you be more interested in going back to the United States? Sam said Nigella fried her Christmas sprout with Italian bacon and chestnuts. Well, you've done that, haven't you? Well, not with Italian bacon, but
Yeah,
with
but it wasn't successful because the sprouts had retained a lot of water, so it wasn't frying properly. But now I would understand what to do. I probably would parboil them earlier and then maybe bake them, or I would parboil them earlier and wait for them to dry out a little bit. So
Right.
I'd probably give it an hour or something like that and then fry it. So that is something that I would have to play around with. But I'm not a lover of you and your family love Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I think my mum, but not me.
Well, I did try them in the air fryer and they were disastrous. I massively overcooked them, so they weren't that nice at all. She just said, right, so Mars bar cake is a pastry base, caramel and chocolate on the top, and we called it Mars bar cake. Oh, right, so there's no Mars bars in it. Right, I'm getting it now. So it's like a Mars bar. You've got that base, pastry base, then you've got caramel, then you've got chocolate. So it looks like a Mars bar. That sounds nice. What was your favourite one? That you go and tell them about your one, the treacle tart.
Yeah, that caramel tart.
Caramel
tart. Caramel tart was my favourite. And the toffee that they would use, or the caramel that they would use, was quite. It wasn't as runny, so it was a bit more sticky. Not stick your teeth together sticky, but it was just a bit more sticky. And I would make sure that there was so much left on my spoon, so I would scrape it all off. I would eat the biscuit base or the pastry base, and then I would just suck my spoon because it was just so delicious.
So explain how the caramel tart is made.
It's a pastry base and caramel poured on top.
So you get this one. Good job with the instructions. So you would get puff pastry.
No, you don't get puff pastry. It's not puff pastry, darling.
It is.
Sam, is it puff pastry or is it pastry crust?
It's a very simple recipe. So you just have the toffee on top of the pastry, but it is actually quite nice.
Yes, it's short crust pastry. It is not puff pastry.
Roast sprouts are delicious, says Sam, as most veggies are. I've added chunks of Mars bar to cookies before. Now, funnily enough, when we went to the States, they had Snickers popcorn, and they also had Twix popcorn. And it is, so they got the popcorn, they added nuts, caramel and chocolate into that as well. And it does taste like a Snickers bar. It's so good.
Your brother bought us a couple
of that was
incredible.
Did, It's like a gourmet popcorn. It was incredible. And we really got into having pretzels, tiny little pretzels, in with your popcorn. That saltiness adds a real dimension.
So what we did was recreated the gourmet popcorn that you can buy at Magic Kingdom. So there's a confectionery shop in Magic Kingdom, and you would have seen it in the MK Vacay videos, where there's a gourmet popcorn. And so they'll do the popcorn at the bottom, add your toppings. So I would choose like pretzels, Twix, and then a chocolate sauce. And I did white chocolate sauce, and they drizzle it all over. Then they put popcorn on top, and then they put the pretzels and the Twix, and then more of the chocolate drizzle. But it's amazing, and we recreated it a couple of times at home. So good.
Right. So this is the breakfast. This is what I wanted to hear. Kirsty said I had the veggie breakfast: 2 veggie sausages, beans, 2 grilled tomatoes, 3 hash browns, 2 eggs, and a whole punnet of mushrooms and toast. Oh, that sounds amazing. I would have that every day. I would be so huge at the end of that 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I would definitely eat that every day. That sounds amazing.
Give Mark an extra 2 sausages. Yeah.
Oh my word. I'm going to say, we did go to Toby Carvery. We didn't film it, but we did go for a Toby Carvery breakfast. And my God, that was, oh God, I ate so much food. But
they didn't have any fresh tomatoes. Do they normally have fresh tomatoes?
No, they don't do fresh tomatoes.
Oh, I thought they
just
did.
the thing. Where are we? Right, Sam said, my new favourite dinner is Tan Tang King Sprouts and noodles.
Oh.
King Sprouts? What's King Sprouts?
I would imagine they're bigger sprouts.
It's that big sprout. I've never heard of king sprouts. Sam
Mm.
said, I've added Mars bar to hot milk for Mars bar hot chocolate. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
That sounds very decadent and something I could not drink. That's very decadent.
No, so I've just read ahead. That's why I was laughing. So she had not king sprouts, king prawns.
Oh,
Right.
so
this
are
is
they bigger sprouts?
this. I thought, what on earth's this? Right. This is a Chinese dish. My new favorite dinner is tan tang king prawns and noodles. Where is this from a local Chinese place that you got? That's funny though. Tan tang king prawns.
I've been making
sprouts.
noodles with like pork loin with peas and sweet corn, and it is absolutely delicious. In fact, one day I might put an egg in there as well, but for the moment it's delicious.
Sheila said chocolate sponge with chocolate custard was another school favorite.
It wasn't my school favorite, but it was a school favorite for sure.
So guys, put in the chat, what was your favorite pudding or dinner or whatever at school? Let us know. Do tell us what was your favorite. I'm trying to think what my favorite dessert was. Probably it's going to be a crumble of some sort. I think.
I liked crumble.
No, jam roly poly.
Really?
Jam roly poly was my favorite because it was so sticky.
I liked Arctic roll. I really like an Arctic roll. I think a lot of people liked all the tray baked cakes, so like Tottenham cake or the cake with jam and coconut on the top.
Just said Arctic roll.
Yeah, Arctic roll. I really enjoyed that. But it wasn't my favorite. My favorite was the caramel tart. I would eat all the time. When it was available, that is. I'd be like, oh my god, I got caramel tart. Oh my god! I never know why. I just didn't pay for 2 slices and have 2 slices. But no, I would only ever pay for 1. But actually, I should have just paid for 2. It was quite wild.
Oh, Ursula has 1 10-year-old, 1 7, and 1 12-year-old baby Zana. Oh, bless. So they're your children. Oh, wonderful.
Nice, lovely.
That's so nice to hear. And they all live with you in Brazil.
Wow.
Sam said, would a cabbage be a king sprout? Yeah.
I think they're mini cabbages. That's what people call them, don't they? Mini cabbages.
Oh, Kirsty said, my kid did his absolute best. Scrambled egg, 2 sausages, beans, 3 rashers of bacon, and toast. And they brought in 4 mini pano chocolates afterwards. So when you say set, this sounds more like a buffet. Yeah,
see, that would be my breakfast. So when we were at Calvary, I had 2 sausages, 2 bacon. In fact, I think I picked up 3 bacon. I picked up 1 black pudding, and they do these potatoes, right? And normally they do 2. So they do potatoes, cheese, and onion. But they did potatoes, cheese, onion, and bacon. And I just scooped that up. I plopped that in my plate, and I was just like, yes. I didn't on this occasion, though, get any mushrooms. But you got loads of mushrooms.
Oh, I love mushrooms. I absolutely love it. When you said a punnet of mushrooms, that is my idea of heaven. I love mushrooms. Kirsty said Arctic roll, like you.
Yeah.
So Karina's back. Right. So Karina said tater tots were my favorite eats when I was in elementary school. Now, some of these, Karina, do let us know, because obviously we're talking about, a lot of people on here are talking about their British favourites. So if any of this doesn't make sense, do let us know.
Yeah, and then we can explain it a bit better. But I do like tater tots. I really like them. Not Honest Burger. Burger and Beyond do tater tots, but they're not proper tater tots. They're not. But I know that was quite a staple thing in general in the States, that everybody loves tater tots.
I do. Much. We have tater tots.
Yeah,
very nice.
So and here they've started doing tater tots, but they don't call it tater tots. They call it like hash brown barrels or something like that. And I've actually got a bag in the freezer, and when we run out of hash browns or something like that, or sometimes I just fancy them, I'll say to Mark, oh yeah, let's have that.
Where are we? I still love jam roly poly. Sometimes I make it with lemon curd instead. I love
wow.
Lemon curd.
Yeah, you said you like jam
love lemon curd. We have a collie dog called Roly Poly on the farm. Kirsty said we didn't eat for the rest of the day and had cereal for dinner.
I bet.
With a meal like that, I was going to say, actually, that's probably why. I mean, I don't know how you got around all the rides and stuff after that. I would just be wanting to... Oh my god, I just want to be able to pass out after that.
The thing is with me, who was I talking about? So I was talking about this with somebody at work today, where I was saying that we went for a carvery breakfast, and she said, you know what, carvery breakfast is really underrated. And I said, you know what it is, because like a few people, they'll slate a carvery breakfast and stuff like that. And to me, if you go to a greasy spoon like I have, you're going to get roughly the same, except for you get catering sausages normally in a greasy spoon. Not all, but in a lot of greasy spoons, you'll get catering sausages. But Toby's, they're not catering sausages. They're like got herbs in them, and they're quite tasty. Granted, you know, it's not like the best. Oh my God, it's not the Ivy breakfast or something like that. But it's still a good stodge all-round breakfast. You get your hash browns, you get your bacon, you get your sausages. They used to do cereal, but they don't do cereal anymore, which is a real shame. But yeah, you get your black pudding, you get the potatoes. They now do Yorkshires, and people go, "Oh, Yorkshire for breakfast," but it is pancake batter, just different. But yeah, and that you have your beans, you have your tomatoes, you have your mushrooms. What did you have on your plate?
For what?
You piled your plate high for
breakfast. Yeah, for loads. So I had
veggie sausages.
Yeah.
And you had toast.
Tomatoes. Mushrooms. The eggs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the eggs. Yeah.
And a Yorkshire pudding, which you don't normally have for breakfast, but they were serving them.
Yeah.
She just said, I love crispy pancakes. The minced beef with my favorite. Is this Finder's crispy pancakes?
Oh my good.
Do you remember those?
Do you know
Was it
what?
those?
My granddad. So I used to like Finder's crispy pancakes. They used to do some like one with a white sauce. I can't remember if it was like chicken and bacon or something like that. But I really love the mince one. I normally like things with white sauces and stuff like that, but I just felt that the mince one was probably a little bit oversalted, because even now I remember it was a bit oversalted, but I used to love those. I used to eat them all the time.
Where are we? Sam said, I'm on a diet for Halloween, so I'm eating prawn and not much meat. Why are you on a diet? Well, you don't need to go on a diet, Sam.
You don't need to go on a diet, but
unless you want to.
Yeah.
Ursula said, no. Oh, it's your grandchildren in Texas and New York. Oh, wonderful.
Wow. I visited Texas last year. I was in Dallas.
Did you? Do you get to go and see them in Texas? Do you get to go to Texas? You liked Texas, didn't you?
I liked Dallas, and I went to Fort Worth as well. And I really enjoyed Fort Worth, although they said, oh, you know, at a certain hour they do a cattle run, but I was expecting a proper cattle like going down the street. It really wasn't. It was a man on a horse and two like cattle behind him. That was it. But I was expecting like a show, like them running down or something like. No, it wasn't. But the town was really good, Fort Worth.
Sam, I love your current diet, says Karina. Oh wow, Sam! I love prawn Karina, and I love prawns Karina, and have lost almost 1 stone.
Wow,
that's incredible.
That's
Sam.
Impressive.
Oh, well done. Kirsty says, Sam, Halloween is my favorite time of the year. I know, Kirsty. Oh, you're going to attempt Wednesday for this year. Are you going to dress as Wednesday Addams? Oh, fantastic!
Wow, amazing.
Oh, are you going to? So when you dress up, is it for a Halloween party? Or do you still partake in the trick or treat? And Karina, I'm imagining in the United States, you guys are already gearing up for Halloween.
Halloween is one of the most popular holidays over there. It's not it is getting popular, but it's just not near as popular as it is over there. For sure.
No, definitely not.
We got a good few years. I'd say we'd have another 10, 15 years, maybe 20 before it gets as popular as it is over there.
Karina said, that's fantastic, Sam. Well done. That is really impressive. Sam said, I'm already in the Halloween mood. I just decorated my fridge freezer with a big wheelie bin sticker of Jack Skellington. Oh, amazing. Now, I know you're also a big Halloween fan. So we've got Kirsty and Sam.
You're a big Halloween.
Oh, I do like Halloween. Yeah. Well, look, we've got the Oogie Boogie.
We don't decorate the house as much as we should, maybe. But I do like the kids to come, and I do put the pumpkin in the window so that they know that we are partaking in it. I think we went around, or I think only one person came to the door.
Yeah.
And I bought all of this stuff expecting loads, because the year before we had like 10 people, and that's a lot. And last year we only had one. It was really sad.
Yeah, we did. There's only a few.
Yeah.
Where are we? I sent you a picture of my Jack fridge. Oh yeah, let's have a look. I want to see this. Kirsty said we decorated the house and garden for the kids in our village and dress up to hand out sweets. Oh, that's amazing.
That's nice.
That's really good. And do you know what, actual fact? You notice at Halloween, especially around, I suppose I say the UK and stuff.
Okay, that's impressive.
Oh wow. Yes. Can we show? Are we allowed to show? It's really good.
That is impressive.
It is really good. I love your fridge.
Yeah.
That's such a Halloween-y themed fridge. We'll just wait for your permission.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
That is so good. I'm just trying to go on, focus. So what I love is what, not just the picture, but how you've got all the other little stickers and are they fridge magnets?
It doesn't want to focus.
No, it really does not want to focus. Let me move out of the shot. You're gonna have to move that shot as well. Yeah, I like how you block your face. But the fridge magnets are incredible. They look so good.
Doesn't want it.
No, it's not having it. You watch what happens as soon as you pull it away. There you go.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
That is so good.
Yeah, love it.
Also, Usher said no, not yet. Not been to Texas. Just been in Brazil for 6 months. Lots of work around the house.
Wow.
Planting a garden. Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Now, of course, it's because you're in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be winter where you are. So you'll soon now be coming up to spring. I always forget that as well because of the but that's going to be amazing, planting your garden.
Yeah.
What are you going to grow in your garden?
Yeah, what are you going to plant and stuff? And the thing is, you'll be able to have like more. The word I'm looking for is not tropical, but more.
Tropical.
Is it tropical? Yeah.
Tropical climate.
Yeah, tropical plants and stuff like that, which we wouldn't be able to do here. So that's going to be amazing.
Because he said, "Oh, it looks fantastic." It does.
It does.
It does.
It really
look
does.
So good. I love Sam's attention to detail and all the little stickers, like I say, around the outside of the poster. Looks so good. Chris said, "Oh my God, Costco has a gigantic skeleton that looks like it's coming out of the ground and its eyes glow. It's super creepy. Emailed you a picture to share." Now we'll have a look at that. We're like, careful, you want to chuck that knife everywhere. Now, what I did spot on TikTok store is you can buy a projector that it beams onto like a ghost and stuff like this, kind of, and sort of scary images onto a sheet. So the idea is you put the sheet in your front window and you beam onto the from the back, you beam onto this sheet and it's supposed to look really scary. It did look quite good. I was very tempted to get it, but I didn't want to freak out the neighbors.
I'm just waiting for it to resize.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Can we share that one?
Let me see if I can.
That does look really awesome. We have nothing like this here.
No, they don't.
And it's in stock, Karina. It is in stock. Sam said, "I've got a projector. It has slides for Xmas and Halloween. Do you beam it onto the wall? Or do you beam it onto a sheet, like I say, like this one does?" It sounds amazing. I would love to do that. I really, really would. I do want to try and get into it a bit more. Right, we're just going to try and cut bits out just so we don't reveal anything.
Yeah, in case there's information on there that I can't see.
Yeah. Here we go. Right.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Take your time. Yeah, so that's the thing. So there are, like I said, we do get Halloween decks here, but there we are. This is the one that Karina spotted. So this is in Costco. Now, I don't think it's going to be in the UK. I think, again, this is only going to be, there we are. But I love how the eyes light up. That must be huge. Look at the size of it.
Yeah, it might, but I think that's normal though in the States.
Yeah.
They have like huge. We wouldn't have that here. At Christmas, you may get somebody who's decorated their whole house, but it's very, very few and far between. It would be like one person out of 100 or 200 that has decorated. So my friend and I, we went out for something to eat one day. We took a different route home, and somebody had really decorated the house. We had to park up and go to the person, and you were allowed in. They'd done like a mini wishing thing and all of this. It was amazing what they'd done in their garden. Sometimes you'll get people that really decorate their houses, but to actually incorporate their front garden in it, and that is unusual. That is unusual. But you can find it, but it's just very few and far between.
Sam said, I have it in my front room and it goes up and down the wall and ceiling. Oh, okay. So it like beams on the wall. I'm definitely going to have to look into this. This could be an investment.
Well, I got you the stargaze thing, which projects all around the room.
No, it only projects onto the ceiling.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah. So you'll look upwards.
Yeah.
St. Cox said, Sean from the theme park worldwide managed to get one for his garden last year. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. I will take a look at Costco and see if they do it here, but I don't think the British one would sell it.
Yeah, and not only that, I think, well, we don't have a front garden.
No, that's true.
So I don't know how you would do it.
And the trouble is, even if we did, I think it would get stolen.
Yeah, it would for sure get stolen.
Well,
and you can't just do one thing.
Yeah,
I think you have to do lots of things.
Karina said there's a neighborhood in New York City where everyone decorates their home during Christmas. It's so beautiful to see. I'm picturing Home Alone, the movie Home Alone, that type of thing. It sounds really good.
So what I've seen on cruise ships, or when you go to sort of like Disney or whatever, people like really decorate their doors and stuff like that. So if it's Halloween, they decorate their doors. But also when you go to the lodges and you know, you have these huts or these log cabins and stuff like that, people go all out. There's blown up this, there's blown up that, and all of this. It's quite, do you know what I mean? It's so lovely to see, but it takes so much work. Like, the UK, they just would not put that much effort into it. They wouldn't. But when you go to the States, like, they've really put a lot of thought into it, a lot of work into it. You know, it coordinates and all of that. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I've got some classic monster cushion covers coming soon. Frankenstein and the Mummy and the Frankie's Bride. They are so lovely.
Wow.
Now, these will be from Universal Studios because we saw those when we were over there. We must get that video edited. But it was so incredible to see. That sounds amazing, Sam. Ursula said, just leaving winter. We're planting peppers, carrots, broccoli, celery, collard greens, onions, and hot peppers.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Do you plant anything like papaya or any of like the exotic fruits? They won't grow here in the UK.
Yeah, no, they won't grow here.
But I wondered if you were.
I thought collard greens was like a mixture of greens. I didn't actually know it was a green all of its own, like collard greens. I thought it was a mixture of greens. So that's interesting.
Karina said, Sam, do you make your Halloween treats as well? Kirsty, do you make yours as well?
I imagine Sam does make her Halloween treats for sure.
Oh, wow. Ursula said corn, going to grow corn, but corn here isn't sweet. I don't like it at all. That's unusual. Is it the type of sweet corn you're growing? Is that why
it's not
sweet?
Called sweet, is it? I suppose it'd just be corn.
Yeah, because we call it sweet corn, so I just assumed it was all of it was sweet.
Yeah. So is that across the US as well, that corn on a cob is not sweet? I'm just trying to think. We've had butter on corn on a cob, but I don't actually remember it tasting like the sweet corn is here, actually.
Karina said the Disney World Hotel, Kelly, their Christmas decorations are absolutely stunning.
Do you know what? We actually don't, I feel like one year I would really, so like this year I want to watch a lot of videos and I want to see, because we don't go to the hotels or anything like that. And I think it's a real trick that we do miss. And it is something that I would like to do in the future, like go to the hotels and see. But when you're there for such a short time, And Mr. likes to spend all of his time in the parks
Certainly do.
and not go anywhere else.
Certainly don't.
It's really it's very tricky because of the limitations of time. But I've often wanted to do, you know, like in Disney Springs, they have like the Christmas tree hunt, and you know, you go around and you spot all the Christmas trees and stuff like that. I mean, some of the Christmas trees at the parks, we took pictures in front of, I think we did all of the parks, I think. We took a picture in front
Oh
of the
yeah,
Christmas
of the
tree.
Christmas trees. Yeah, because obviously every park has its own Christmas tree.
Yeah, the one at Epcot is really impressive. I think that's probably one of my favorite ones, is the one at Epcot. Magic Kingdom is a nice one.
Yeah.
But I feel like at Epcot, the way that you walk up to it and stuff like that, because you've got obviously you've got all the topiaries as you go up to that one. That one's a nice one. The one at Hollywood Studios, again, that's a nice one. And then the one at Animal Kingdom, again, yeah, I would say it would be a cross between. No, it's got to be Epcot. I was gonna say a cross between Magic Kingdom and Epcot, but I think it's Epcot, to be quite honest.
So Sam does try to grow. So it does make her own decorations. Absolutely. Ursula said our aunt has papaya and fruit, but not sweet corn. Wow. So be interesting to see you grow these actually.
Yeah.
Do let us know, please do, what you grow and how it goes, because obviously now you're leaving winter now, you're coming into spring.
Is it the right time to plant? I don't know.
Well, after spring would be. Also, the climate's better than ours. Brazil has a beautiful climate. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Really Sam said it's my granddaughter Marie's birthday on the 1st. She loves Halloween too. Oh, well, happy birthday coming up to Marie.
Yeah. Oh, bless her.
Oh, beautiful. And yeah, are you going to do any Halloween themed for her? As she loves Halloween too. Where are we? Karina said someone, aka Mark, needs to go to hotels and look at the decorations. Did you go to Bellagio in Vegas? Yes, we did.
Do you know what?
Well, we didn't stay there, but we
didn't stay there, but we went to see a few hotels.
Yeah, we did.
I think we went to see all of the hotels. But when we go to Vegas again, I really want to try the buffet at the Wynn. I have this popped up on so many TikToks, and we haven't tried it. And when we went to the Flamingo, I didn't realize there were actually flamingos there. I blew my mind. I was like, I just thought it was just called the Flamingo, but there were flamingos there. So that was quite wild to me.
And Karina, you see, I've got to, it's nice to be the parks. I just like to do the parks. Kirsty said, I buy a little pre-wrapped treats to give out because we have some kids with allergies in the village, but offer a few options. They have to give us a good dance, stroke story, stroke joke, stroke funny face first, though. So yeah, you've got to earn that treat. You've got to earn it.
Got to earn that treat.
Ursula, I'm really surprised the corn has no flavor. Is there any chance you can get some of the seeds when you go to America and bring that? Are you allowed to do that? You may not be allowed to do that.
Yeah, you might not be allowed to do that, because I would have said, to bring a certain type back. But could you order a certain type through the post? Could you order a certain type of corn that you like to be planted?
Oh, Sam said, Marie sent me a video saying, Nana, can you please make me a Toy Story birthday cake? She's loving the movies. Can you do that? Are you up for that?
Yeah.
I know you can make the cake, but getting the shape is a bit tricky. Oh, I love watching horror movies during Halloween. So do I, Karina. This one won't, but I really do. Do you know what? I used to religiously watch The Crow. Although that's not a horror movie.
It's not a horror movie.
But I used to religiously watch that around Halloween because it just always reminded me. Oh wow, it's 80 there, 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which is what?
That's quite nippy. That's about what? Not that much colder than here. 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna guess about 18, 19.
Oh, okay.
So not too.
It's not too hot yet then.
Sam said Marie lives in Wales, so I can't get to her, but I wish I could.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, so I thought she lived in Cornwall. I didn't realize she was living in Wales.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's a shame. But you can definitely send her those Halloween messages.
Yeah.
Right, guys, it's gone past 8 o'clock.
Ooh.
So I think we will leave the live right there.
We will.
But thank you so much for joining us. We had a really great time with you, as
We
we
did.
always do. Thanks again for all your messages. And sorry some of these didn't keep coming through. I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening there.
Because some seem to be coming through now.
Yeah, they are. They came at the latter part of the
Yeah.
live, but I don't know why the first part they didn't come through. As I say, so we will be back on Friday, 6:30 UK time, if you want to join us. Again, I've already got the video up for Boston, and that will be going up on Sunday. I'll be editing this week for more as well. So we've got a few other videos to come, including the Ivy afternoon tea. We did go to Honest Burger, which is another one, and we did one other, which I cannot for the life of me remember.
Biang, but I don't think we're going to upload that one.
I might do. Karina says, I now need to rewatch the live to catch up on what I missed. Have a great week and chat with you Friday. Oh, thank you for joining us. So we always are grateful that you guys join.
Yeah, we love it. We love talking to you. We love it when you join us, and just thank you for indulging us and chatting with us. And yeah, even if you just want to sit in the background and just listen to us, or you know, if you're listening to us as a podcast, just thank you for listening.
Until then, guys, do look after yourself. Oh, I tried to find sweet corn seeds, but I can't get them shipped here. Right, we have to find a way to get them to you.
Oh,
find a way.
I'm not sure about
I'm not sure you can.
I'm not
joking.
sure about that.
But anyway, guys, have a wonderful week. Please do look after yourselves. Above all, do take care. And remember, you're never told to have fun. We will hopefully see you on Friday. Look after yourself. Lovely to chat to you too. And don't forget,
if you want to catch up with us on what we do on our holidays or anything like that, hop on over to MK Vacays where you can catch up with our holidays. I'm still looking for a software, but I realize I actually have to upgrade my laptop, which won't be for a little while yet. But, you know, we have 2 seasons there where you can catch up with that. And if you haven't subscribed to both channels, then please do.
Until then, guys, do look after yourselves, and we will see you soon. And don't forget,
melt my cheese.
You know it. We'll see you in the next live. Take care.
Bye for now.